And those are the events that led to our current predicament. Do you understand now, Ciel? You understand that there's nothing to worry about, and that I won't be in your body for much longer?
I truly wish I could say that I understand a word of what you said. Could you run it by me just one more time?
Oh, I suppose. Though we've been through this several times already. Is it really so difficult for you to understand?
No, not all of it, that is. You see, there's just one element of that entire explanation that remains confounding to me.
Oh, really? And what might that be?
The fact that you hired on a servant who was desperate for work, simply because, I don't know, you wanted a human for some reason? You have 5 demons in your household, why did you need a human?
I just thought that it might be interesting. Not to mention I needed someone who'd be sympathetic, someone who would actually care about my feelings. Though it turns out Hannah does care about me. Claude and the triplets, they are rather apathetic toward me. Always were. The triplets didn't bother me so much, after all I didn't even hire them. But Claude, all I wanted was his attention. Yet he remained ignorant of my existence, until it was convenient for him, of course.
Right. So you hired on a human because you wanted attention, and grew fond of them?
That's correct.
And you got them all dolled up, pretending that they were a noble and your fiancé so that you could, impress me?
That's precisely what I did. Though, you should refrain from flattering yourself in such a way. After all, it was true in this case. But arrogance such as that will lead you nowhere in the real world.
Ah, yes, because the real world is just so serious, so difficult, especially for people who have demon butlers.
You know what I mean. Don't act so cocky.
Yes, I know. Now, this is the part of your explanation that confounds me.
All right, let's start from the beginning then. All right, so I pretended that they were my fiancé to impress you, yes, but I did actually promise them that we'd get engaged after, that I would propose properly to them. Then, however, you threatened them, and you proceeded to stab me.
Indeed. I do think you're a brat, and I'm rather glad that you're dying, but I was wrong to do so. I was wrong to stab you, I was wrong to attempt to kill you. That was unnecessary, given that you weren't really my parents' killer. I do apologize for believing that.
It's all right, I understand. After all, who wouldn't believe the words of a demon?
You say that like it is normal to believe demons.
Well, for us it is. After all, they're forbidden from lying to us. So why wouldn't we trust every word they say?
I suppose you have a point there. But still, I should have at least been a little wary. After all, you're rather young for a murderer.
Indeed I am. Though I could say the same about you, couldn't I, Ciel?
Yes, I suppose so. Now, what exactly happened after that?
Right, of course. After that, I was bedridden for a few days, but something struck me as odd. Claude smiled at me. He's never done anything like that. And with what you were saying, the accusations, the belief, the genuine belief that I had killed your parents, I knew I needed to talk to you. I knew what was going on. I wanted to warn you, so that we could prevent all of this. But in the end, some red-haired reaper showed up and completely threw us off course. So I was left to bleed out, while Hannah fought that redhead idiot.
You mean Grell?
I presume so, yes. But when I thought that I was going to die, that's when my butterfly came to find me. They looked at me so lovingly. I asked them to stay with me forever. They promised me that they'd stay forever. And those eyes, those golden eyes of theirs. I should have known that it was Claude from the beginning. He was controlling their every movement, forced them to rip my stitches open and allow me to bleed out. But I didn't know. I wanted to believe that, at the very least, he still loved me. Not them. I wanted love that would be eternal. So I wanted it from him, not them. But in the end, the truth came forth. So now, once our butlers have finished fighting, however that ends, though you and I both know how it will, Hannah will consume my soul, and she will consume that of my butterfly as well. And then you can have this body of yours back. Won't that be fun?
Yes, I suppose. Honestly, it's almost sad.
Why's that?
I have no idea what will really happen if one of them wins.
Yes, I suppose that is rather sad. But think about it. Sebastian lied to you. He fooled you into thinking that you hadn't gotten your revenge. He altered your memories, all because you had a slight case of amnesia. Think about it. Do you really want him getting his hands on your soul after this?
No. No, I suppose not. And it is only fair that, for all of my troubles, he remains my servant for all eternity.
Oh, now you're getting the hang of this revenge stuff. Honestly, you hired a demon, but you didn't even know how to enact revenge yourself.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, don't be that way, Ciel. There's no need to start petty, childish arguments. After all, we don't have swords anymore.
That. You're never going to let me live it down, are you?
Well, even if I did, would it really matter? You're never going to see me again.
I suppose when you put it like that, it doesn't matter.
They're done. The fight is over.
How can you tell that?
I can sense it somehow. My soul is still linked to Claude. He and I formed a contract long ago. I know what happens to him.
I see. Did you finally get what you want?
I don't know. I don't think I ever knew what I wanted. But now, I'm starting to think I do. Not that it matters anymore. I want them. I want my precious butterfly to stay with me forever. And I'm finally going to get that. And I'll be with Luca again, and Hannah. I'll be with all of them. We'll be together forever. Like a family. Luca, my butterfly, Claude and Hannah to take care of all of us. It'll be wonderful.
You sound almost sad.
Yes, I suppose I do. I am a little sad after all. The rest of the world will lose my butterfly's presence forever. But in the end, they agreed to this. They're all right with it. They're happy. And that's all I really want. Goodbye, Ciel. Thank you for everything.
Everything? What on earth did I do for you?
You helped me. You helped me to realize just how much I wanted them. Just how badly I needed them. Thank you.
Well, at least he's gone now. Butterfly, it's time. Come with me, dear. It'll only take a moment. You seem a bit nervous, dear. Are you afraid what will happen? Don't be. I assure you, it won't be painful. His Highness made sure of that. Now, sit down, would you? I'd hate for your body to be hurt upon falling. There now, isn't that better? It'll be just like going to sleep, I promise. No. No, you won't have nightmares when you fall asleep. You'll have a perfect dream. A dream you've wanted to come true for a long time. Isn't that right? I thought so. Now, hold still, would you? It hurts less if you're still. Butterfly? Butterfly? You really came here? You really allowed her to do it? Butterfly, I love you. I always have. I always will. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for staying with me. Thank you for never leaving my side, Butterfly.
Brother?
Luca! Oh, come here, Luca!
Huh? Who's this, brother? I don't recognize them.
Oh, Luca. This is a new friend I made. Well, not exactly a friend. They're my fiancé. Do you know what that word means?
Yeah, of course I do. That means you're going to get married, right? Why aren't you married now?
Well, Luca, we were waiting for a special time. How about the two of us get married together soon so that you can watch?
Yeah, that'll be fun! Hey, you're going to stay, right? Both of you? You're going to stay?
Of course, Luca. We'll stay forever. Isn't that right, Butterfly? See? We'll all be together. With Hannah and Claude, too.
Really? So, I won't be lonely anymore?
That's right. None of us will be. I promise. We're going to be together forever.